be my demonstration, okay? So basically, the snatch is the world's fastest lift, okay? It activates the most muscle fibers in the quickest amount of time, and once you understand the movement, it's actually very dynamic, fluid, graceful movement. Now, if in terms of muscle development and a neuroendocrine response, so that basically means that you feel high active. That basically means that because it's activating so much muscle fibers at a quick time, there's so much stress on the central nervous system that your GH levels, IGF levels, and testosterone levels spike. So the development you get is probably going to be a lot more natural and functional compared to going to the gym and doing such lifts at bicep curls, whatnot. Okay. So anyway, the snatch. We're always going to start with our base, okay? Now with the snatch, there's two different positions. You've got your setup position. Now the setup position is always going to be a hip stance, okay? Now from the setup position, okay, we then have to go into the landing position, okay? So before we start anything, you guys can practice this at the same time. We're going to go from setup, okay, to then landing, and the landing position is where you squat from. So wherever you do your air squat from, okay, that's where I want you to jump to, okay? So if I go set up, then landing, I want you to jump to that landing position, okay, in a little squat, okay? Set up, landing, okay, good. Set up, landing, okay? You need to be comfortable with these positions each time. Each time it has to be in the same positioning, okay? You can't start going here. Once you got that drill, that's going to be set up, landing each and every time, okay? So we go ahead and we practice that a few times until we understand that, okay, and we embed that command that this is where we got to land, okay? Now, so we go set up, okay, landing, good. Set up, then landing. Okay, now each time I want you to go deeper and deeper into your squat, okay? Set up, landing, good. Set up, landing, good. Set up, landing, good. Now let's go even deeper this time. Set up, landing, good. Set up, landing, good. Okay, one more time. Set up, go do it a little closer. Okay, good. Landing, good stuff, guys. Okay, now once we've got that worked out, we get our grip. Okay, the snatch is a wide grip. How we work out our grip, okay? A good way, which I like to work out the grip, is that we do some pass-throughs, okay? Each time we pass it through, we just go a little bit more narrow until we come to a point where it's really, really sticky, okay? And that point is probably the best point to start with, okay? To get that point worked out where it's really sticky to pass through, that's going to be your overhead position, that's going to be your wide grip position, okay? Elbows always out, okay? And we want the hook grip, okay? Now, once we've got that worked out, okay, the next trick is that when we do the snatch, there's obviously different positioning, okay? We can always start from down the bottom, okay? So once we start from down the bottom, we're obviously always going to come into the hang position. And from the hang position, that's where our extension starts, our triple extension, okay? So for this demonstration, we're going to start from the hang position, okay? Now, once we're in the hang position, okay? Once we're in the hang position, we then want to practice what they call down and up, okay? So we get into the hang position, okay, that basically means when you lower the bar, shoulders are kept back, chest comes right over the bar, back is arched, okay? And from this position, we just want to, this is what I call down, and when I say up, Orlando's just going to come into a hip extension, okay? Down and up. Good. Okay, and when you come up, you want to tense your butt, all right? Squeeze your butt, okay? Really extend. So you go down and up. Good. Down, up, good. Down, up. Very good, guys. Okay, down and up. Down and up. Down and up. Okay, now, the next extension, okay, elbows out. All right, we're down, we've extended our hips, we then want to come to a shoulder extension. Okay, so now it's going to be down and up. Down and up. Down and up. Down and up. And when we come up, we want the bar to travel close to our body, okay? That bar, keep it as close to your body as you can. really straighten your shoulders up, okay? So down and up, good. Down and up. And naturally you're going to come on your toes because when you do that hip extension aggressively, you generate enough power that you naturally come up on your toes, okay? So go down and up, good. Now the next part of the triple extension is what I like to call, or what Coach Bergen, our world-class coach, calls the scarecrow, okay? That basically means that the elbows come high. Once you do the shoulder shrug, the elbows now come high and outwards to what they call the scarecrow, okay? So now we're going to put all this together. We're going to go down into the hang position, take a deep breath in, and up, okay? Down and up, good, down and up, good, keep it close to your body. I want it close to your body. Down and up, good, down and up, really good, down and up, good. Okay, so again, get into the hang position, set up right, elbows are out, okay. Our shoulders always back, squeeze into your shoulder blades, so chest over the butt, take a deep breath in, down and up, okay, and we kind of want to lean back and use the posterior chain of our body to bring the bar, travel the bar vertical with our body. We don't want the bar here, before we bring it back, naturally the bar's going to stay close to our body, okay? So down, up, good, down, and up, good, down, and up. Okay, now we're going to do the first abbreviation, the muscle snatch, not the traditional snatch, okay? Now that we're here, hip stance, okay? We're up here on the scarecrow. All that happens is an external rotation into that overhead squat, which I've explained to you guys before. Nice active shoulders, really squeezing the traps, okay? And really squeezing the shoulder blades and keeping that bar nice and locked out, okay? So from here, I want the bar here, keeping your legs locked out, quick transition, external rotation to overhead position. And I want that bar in the frontal plane. Okay? Go. Okay? Yes, that's good. Okay? One more time. Quick transition, external rotation, good. Nice strong active shoulders. 1, 2, 3, good. 1, 2, 3, good. Reset, go. Reset, go. Reset,
look
go.
to the ground.
Okay, I want it fast. I want it
press up.
Boom. Really fast. But I want there. I want the pressure of your shoulders pushing up. Okay? So we're here. Okay? Quick transition. Reset. Go. Nice, strong, active shoulders. Okay? Okay? Now, from this position, okay, we're in this position here, okay? Before we go into the conventional snatch, I want you to learn the landing position. So at the start, I said to you, set up, landing. So go ahead in the overhead position. Okay, get that bar open, nice, strong, active shoulders. Now, when I say, remember, this is a setup position, go to landing now. Okay, that's way too wide. You're going to go into your squat position, okay? What you practice at the start, what I told you, you must remember, this is what you're going to go into your squat position, okay? Setup position, landing. Good, that's still a little bit too wide. And I want the weight on your heels, okay? Set up, landing. Set up, landing. You're too wide, okay? I want it set up, landing. Set up, landing. Are you naturally comfortable there? Go through. How do you squat? That's where I want you to do. Set up, landing. Okay? Set up, landing. Chest higher. Set up, landing. Orlando. Where your feet on your squat. So I'm here. You're going there. Then it's quite close to jump into your squat position. Go. That's going to be a squat position. Landing. Okay. Set up. Landing. Okay. Now, when I say landing, I want you to, okay, this is the setup. We're here. When I say landing, I want you to go ahead and come down into a deep squat. If you cannot come down to a deep squat. A, you have tight hip flexors. B, you have tight hamstrings. And C, you are not flexible enough. D, that is not your squat position. Okay, so set up. Now remember, okay, don't put too much pressure on yourselves, have fun with it. When I say landing, come into a deep squat. Okay, chest up, shoulders back, and I want a little bit forward. I want that strong, active shoulders. Okay, set up, landing. Good, good, okay, good. Okay, set up, landing. Better. When you're here, this is what I want you to do. This is going to sound funny, but in your mind, if I said to you, show your traps, you're naturally going to push out. Okay, I want you to push your elbows out because they're trying to, they want to bend in. I want that strength pushing out, but I want it like, you know, nice and strong. Okay, set up, landing, better. Now you've got a stronger position. You're naturally set up, landing. You know what I mean? Because when you come down, you pushing out that way is going to help you maintain the bar. If your knees start to come in, you're not in a nice, strong position. Okay. You know what I mean? That's why you really got to show your crutch. That's what they say. That's the command. Push out your groin out. Yeah. So again, look. Set up. You're going to come in more pressure. Okay. Good. Landing. Better. One more time. Set up. Landing. Okay, now, we're now going to try to put it all together. Okay, remember this is a very complex lift. I don't expect us to get it, but at least you've been exposed to it. You can come here with the PVC pipe every day, practice this. So that's going to help you with your overhead, it's going to help you for your deep squat, it's going to help you to understand how to recruit different motor units. Because once you can learn how to put it all together, okay, what happens is, let me give you the physics of it. You have what they call neurological pathways. Neurological pathways are maps, okay? If you've never done a certain movement, after you do it for so many repetitions, it becomes a command. You don't even have to think about it. Why? Because you have set, embedded, engraved this neurological pathway. That's why when you learn something, it's very hard to unlearn it. You know, it takes a long time learning from bad technique to good technique. But from the start, it's quite easier. So what you're doing now, each time you practice it, you're setting up this neurological pathway. That's why we always practice with the PVC pipe. If you cannot learn it with PVC pipe, there's no way in the world you should be focusing to that. Okay, that's why we learn overhead squat with the PVC pipe. We learn to snatch with the PVC pipe. The deadlift. So once you set up the neurological pathway from doing this practice, you can go ahead and get the bar, and you don't even have to think about it. Because that's already embedded, that's already set up, right? That's the physics behind it. So again, I want to go slow first, okay? We've got our setup position, okay? We're in the hang position, okay? So I want nice elbows out, okay? Chest up, shoulders back. Now, it's going to be a triple extension. Remember, it's going to go like this. Watch me, guys. It's going to go hip extension, shoulders shrug, scarecrow, and from here, we're now going to go into the landing position. Okay, so nice, strong, active shoulders stand up. So all together, when I put it together, watch me first. Okay, set up. Orlando's going to say something.
Remember, like this. Look for chest. Muscles match. You have not heavy weights. Heavy weights, you're going to pause. The bar is so heavy, what are you going to do? You're going to go under the bar.
Good point.
You're going to see what's going on. This is why all the time we say hold the position so you know what's going on. By the moment you're here, it's an overhead squat.
Like this, let's add to that. If you've got the bar, if you've got the PVC pipe, you're going to be able to do that. But once you start getting weight on it,